Cindy Crawford, the timeless icon. Cynthia Ann Crawford, famously known as Cindy Crawford, was born on February 20th, 1966, in DeKalb, Illinois, a quiet agricultural town located about 65 miles west of Chicago. The daughter of John Crawford, being an electrical lineman, and Jennifer Sue, a bank teller, Cindy was the second of 4 children. Her family lived a modest middle-class life grounded in strong Midwestern values. Cindy's childhood was marked by a tragedy that would shape much of her emotional and philanthropic outlook later in life. Her younger brother, Jeffrey was diagnosed with leukemia when he was just 2 years old. Despite the family's emotional and financial struggles, they remained hopeful. However, Jeffrey passed away in 1975, when Cindy was only 9. This loss deeply affected her, instilling in her a sense of compassion and maturity beyond her years. Academically, Cindy was an exceptional student. She graduated as a valedictorian from DeKalb High School in 1984 and earned a scholarship to study chemical engineering at Northwestern University. Although she only stayed for 1 semester, her decision to leave was not due to failure, but rather a growing passion and opportunity in modeling that could not be ignored. Cindy's journey into modeling began almost by accident. At the age of 16, while still in high school, she was spotted by a local newspaper photographer who asked to take her picture for an article about young local talent. That image, which made its way through local modeling agencies, opened the door to a world she had never considered. Encouraged by the attention, Cindy began working with Elite Model Management, one of the top modeling agencies in the world. In 1983, she entered the Elite Look of the Year contest and was named a finalist. This pivotal moment would launch her into a new life far from the cornfields of Illinois. At the age of 17, she signed a contract with Elite and moved to Chicago, then later to New York City, to pursue a full-time modeling career. The 1980s was the decade that transformed fashion models into global celebrities, and Cindy Crawford was at the very center of that revolution. Unlike many models of the time, Cindy had a unique combination of girl-next-door charm and high-fashion glamour. Her distinctive beauty mark above her upper lip became her trademark and helped set her apart from the rest. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, she graced the covers of every major fashion magazine, including Vogue, Elle, Harper's Bazaar, Cosmopolitan, and Coro. She was the face of Revlon for over a decade and worked with high-profile designers such as Gianni Versace, Karl Lagerfeld, Chanel, Calvin Klein, Oscar de la Renta, and Donna Karan. Her runway presence was equally iconic. Cindy's walk was strong, confident, and magnetic. With her tall frame, chiseled cheekbones, and poise, she quickly became one of the Big 5 supermodels, along with Naomi Campbell, Christy Turlington, Linda Evangelista, and Claudia Schiffer. In 1991, she walked down the aisle of Gianni Versace's runway hand-in-hand with the other 4 supermodels, an image that became one of the defining moments in fashion history. In 1989, Cindy took her stardom beyond the fashion world by hosting MTV's House of Style, a show focused on fashion, models, and pop culture. The program offered an inside look at the world of modeling and high fashion, an industry often seen as mysterious and elitist. House of Style gave Cindy a platform to connect with a younger audience, making her a household name across the United States. Her on-screen charisma, intelligence, and wit helped break stereotypes about models being only about looks. The show's success marked her transition from model to media personality, and she used her newfound visibility to branch out into other ventures, including acting and business. Cindy Crawford's foray into Hollywood came in the mid-1990s. In 1995, she starred opposite William Baldwin Ward in the action thriller Somewhere Fair Game. The film was heavily promoted and much anticipated, but it was both a critical and commercial failure. Cindy's performance was widely panned, and the film did not perform well at the box office. Despite the setback, Cindy didn't let the experience define her. She took the criticism in stride, acknowledging that acting might not be her strong suit, and refocused her energy on modeling and other projects where her strengths truly shone. She continued to appear in television specials, talk shows, music videos, and commercials. One of her most iconic moments came in a 1992 Super Bowl Pepsi commercial, where she stepped out of a red Lamborghini in a white tank top and jean shorts, an image that became an instant cultural phenomenon. Cindy Crawford was not content with simply being a model. She wanted to control her image, her brand, and her future. In the mid-1990s, she began building a business empire. In 2004, she launched Cindy Crawford Home, a line of furniture and home decor products sold through major retailers. The brand was a success, proving that her influence extended beyond fashion. Perhaps her most successful venture was the creation of Meaningful Beauty, a skincare line developed in partnership with French cosmetic surgeon Dr. Jean-Louis Sebag. Marketed primarily through infomercials and online platforms, the brand emphasized ageless beauty and scientific skincare. Meaningful Beauty became a multi-million-dollar brand and remains one of the top-selling celebrity skincare lines in the US. She also released a series of successful fitness videos in the 1990s, including Cindy Crawford, Shape Your Body, which became a staple for women's home workouts and helped popularize fitness culture among models. Cindy's personal life was often in the spotlight, especially during her high-profile marriage to actor Richard Gere in 1991. The pair were considered one of Hollywood's hottest couples, but the relationship ended in divorce in 1995 after 4 years. In 1998, she found lasting love with Randa Gerber, a former model turned businessman and nightlife entrepreneur. The couple married in a private ceremony in the Bahamas and went on to have 2 children, Presley Walker Gerber and Kaya Jordan Gerber. Kaya followed in her mother's footsteps and became a fashion model, signed to IMG models and walking runways for major fashion houses like Chanel, Prada, and Versace. Despite being in the public eye, Cindy and Randa have maintained a relatively private and stable family life. The family splits time between homes in Malibu, California, and Mexico. Cindy has been actively involved in philanthropy throughout her life, often focusing on causes that resonate personally. In memory of her brother Jeff, she has been a longtime supporter of pediatric cancer research. She has worked closely with institutions like St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and Ronald McDonald House Charities. She also supports organizations focused on women's health, education, and empowerment, and has used her platform to promote wellness, fitness, and healthy aging. Cindy Crawford is more than a supermodel. She is a cultural icon. She helped redefine what it meant to be a model, not just a face for designers, but a personality, a brand, and a business mogul. She brought intelligence, class, and commercial power to the modeling industry, proving that models could be both beautiful and business savvy. She paved the way for future generations of models like Tyra Banks, Heidi Klum, and Gigi Hadid, all of whom would follow her path in combining fashion with media and entrepreneurship. In 2015, she published a memoir titled Becoming, which offered a candid look at her career, personal growth, and insights into the modeling world. The book received critical acclaim for its honesty and visual storytelling. In the same year, she officially announced her retirement from full-time modeling, though she occasionally still appears in campaigns and fashion shows. Today, Cindy Crawford remains a highly respected figure in fashion, business, and philanthropy. She continues to manage her skincare and home product lines, support her children's careers, and advocate for the causes she believes in. Despite decades in the limelight, Cindy has maintained her authenticity, her values, and her integrity. She has successfully navigated an industry known for its fleeting fame and constant reinvention, emerging not just as a survivor, but as a leader and legend. Her influence is everywhere, from Kaya Gerber's modeling career to the countless women she inspired through her fitness programs and skincare advice.